Welcome, everybody, to Basketball Queensland QBL Game of the Week live from Cornubia Park Sports Centre, presented to you by Nothing But Net Media, Australian Sports Network, Stream Team Australia, of course, Basketball Queensland, and our major sponsor, Illume Group. I'm John Guarna, and tonight I'm joined by my man, Dave Derwin, for a tremendous doubleheader between the home Logan Thunder and the visiting Ipswich Force. Dave, two big games, starting off with the women's. Both teams sitting at 4-3, coming off of a mixed bag last weekend. Should be a great one to start things off tonight.
Yeah, it really is, coming off some mixed results and close mixed results as well for both teams. So sitting at 4-3 on the ladder, we're getting to the business start of this end of the season where guys have got to start getting wins and start progressing up the ladder, and home court's a consideration because you want that home crowd, and especially here, Johnny, at the Thunderdome, where you reckon it's numero uno. Which it's hard to debate.
It's a great
good job here.
They do a great job. I mean, they had the smoke machine, they had the lights going. They do the Chicago Bulls style introduction, so you can't really complain about that. But I love the support that they get. I mean, this is some of the best crowds that we see regularly in the southeast corner, at least.
Yeah.
We can't necessarily say regularly up north. We're usually only there for finals, so usually that's pretty good crowds when we get up north. But two teams probably happy with where they're at, but both wanting to improve. Should lead to a great game tonight.
Yeah, I do, and I think it's quite evenly matched, I think, too. So it really is going to come down to which team can again maintain possession, look after the ball, and execute. And both coaches, good coaches, been around a long time, so it should be a really high-level game.
I'm looking forward to this one. Some great matchups on the floor. We've got the reigning MVP, Amanda Johnson. First time we're seeing her tonight, still a huge part of what Ipswich does. How does Logan need to slow her down to keep her in check tonight?
Yeah, I mean, she's been impressive, obviously, previously in the league. And I think, that you might see a couple of different looks for her. I don't know that it's Ruth that's going to take a lot, maybe. You might see Ty get a little bit, Ash to get after her a little bit, or maybe a little zone too. So it'll be interesting to see what Coach Hazelhurst does.
Yeah, you mentioned Coach Hazelhurst. Pretty disappointed in the performance last week, and really happy with a nice scrap against Barnes, but disappointed coming in off that Gold Coast loss. You got to think Logan wants this big win. It's a big game tonight. I mean, both teams only 4-3, but this is finals implications already.
Yeah, absolutely. So I think looking forward to a good game, and I think it'll be really, really hotly contested.
Got Johnson, O'Sullivan, Farley, Lewis. I can't see the fifth. It's Georgia Williams for Ipswich, who wins the opening tip. Logan answers with Can, Fuyava, Tyre, Roof, and Young Natoa. There's Johnson with the ball. She's going to fire a three off the front of the rim. Long rebound, chased down by Ipswich, and lost out of bounds out off the hands of Amy Lewis. Turnover to start the quarter. Now Logan with an opportunity for the first points of the evening. There's Taya with it, looking to be aggressive early. Shot missed, Johnson rebound. Lewis kicks it ahead. Good tip out of bounds there by Ruth. Like to see that, though, from Ipswich. Looking to push it in transition early, Dave.
Yeah, I think, as I said, both teams, they run some good offense, but equally I think they allow the girls to be pretty free.
Good baseline jump shot by O'Sullivan. Yeah. Gives us the first points of the afternoon, but we see Logan already looking to double team Johnson.
Yeah, and again, she had a nice penetration, put feet in the paint, finds the shooter on the short baseline there.
Can skip pass, cross court, jump shot is off. Then there's a foul inside. It's gonna be the first foul on either team. Looks like it's going against Natoa. Her first, the team's first. Bit odd to see Amy Lewis in the Ipswich colors. We've seen her in the Capitals uniform the last few seasons. Here's Farley with it, the captain. Stops, pops, and hits. Oh, excuse me, I put the score on the wrong one. The toe is open for three. That goes in and out. Johnson, another rebound. Got to think this game so far is being played at Ipswich's pace.
Yeah, I think Logan, similarly, they want to play this quick as well.
Lewis from the baseline is short. Gets her own rebound,
We
though.
saw Logan a couple of weeks ago, Johnny, down the coast. And they were really good, but they actually were missing a couple as well, so they were a bit short-handed when we saw them. But, they were pretty impressive down there against the North Gold Coast crew.
The Ipswich is getting off to an impressive start. They're up 7-0 off that Johnson three. Natawa, they're going to call Jaden Fuiava for the moving screen. Her first, second team foul.
Good defensive intensity early, Johnny, for Ipswich. Obviously the 7-0 run, but more importantly, they're getting through and doing a really good job of defending the Logan offense.
Georgia Williams forcing one, misses. Natoa gathers. Got to congratulate Georgia Williams and Jason Ralph. Wedding last weekend.
Yeah.
Really looked beautiful. Saw some photos and spoke to Georgia before the game. She was really, really excited and happy with how everything went. So from everybody from Nothing But Net Media, we want to wish you guys the best and congratulations and all the best for a long life together.
Absolutely.
Ipswich nearly turns it over. They've got 5 on the shot clock. Long three from Johnson. Nothing but the bottom of the net. Way downtown is an understatement. That was deep.
Yeah, clock winding down. Hail Mary.
Tyre's jump shots missed. Fuiava misses a wide open layup, gets her own rebound, misses the second layup.
Whew. Take the plastic off the other end there, Johnny.
And then Lewis at the other end hits one. It's a timeout taken on the floor by Coach Hesselhurst. And Dave, let's keep it here. 12-2 the lead, 3:45 into this game. It's been all Ipswich. What is it that they're doing well, or what is it that Logan needs to adjust?
Well, I think defensively, Ipswich has been terrific from the start. It's, great intensity. They're getting over the screens. And again, looks like they've done a good job on the scout, understanding what Coach Hesselhurst is trying to achieve here. And then down the other end, they've just been crisp, moving the ball well, getting feet in the paint. O'Sullivan got a nice shimmy on the baseline. And then obviously Johnson hit the big three. So they just look a little bit more energy.
A little more energy, a couple missed layups, so probably not the start that Logan wants. You want to try and keep it tight. Ipswich has enough firepower to really run away with this one, so pretty good timeout by Coach Hesselhurst.
Yeah, I did wonder if it was coming at 7-0, but he trusted him to try to course correct, and they haven't yet.
Well, let's see what they can do coming out of the timeout. They're down 10, about 3:40 into this one. If you are watching the game on YouTube, let us know in the comments. We'll make sure we get you a shout out. Great start here for the Ipswich Force if you're a Force fan. 12-2 the lead for Ipswich. They come out with a little pressure. I like this too,
Yeah,
pick
it's
them up full
interesting.
court.
I was talking to Coach Hesselhurst, during the week, and he was really happy with the start to the season. He's got obviously a lot of young guys and young girls on the group, so that takes a little while for them to make the adjustment to senior women's basketball, and so he's been really happy overall.
Johnson turns it over. Ken hands it off for Fuiava. Back to Ken. There's a foul inside.
Maybe he missed a little travel there.
It looked like there was a couple of travels. Johnson could have easily been called for the travel and maybe another one over here. Foul was called on Bree Farley, her first, Ipswich's first of the game. There's Taya with it, goes inside and turns it over. Lewis doing a good job defensively here for Ipswich. Absorbs a bit of contact from Taya. Johnson, turnaround jump shot off. Nice offensive rebound. They're going to call a foul inside. That one's going to go against Michaela Can, it looks like. Her first to third team foul on Logan. A couple of subs for Ipswich. Number 41, Kylie McLaren checks in. And also for Logan, Danielle Bays checks in as well. Another one of the young stars that Coach Hesselhurst really impressed with in this early going of the season. Johnson winds up with it. Layup, rolls in and out. She gets her own rebound again. Hook shot is an air ball.
The bench held up 2 for Can. Johnny, that's only 1, right?
I thought it was only 1. If we look on the scoreboard.
It's not. It's 0 on the
0
scoreboard.
on the scoreboard.
Okay.
So.
We'll work on that, huh? It's
Taya
somewhere between 0 and 2.
Somewhere.
But I reckon it's 1.
I think it's 1 too, but we'll see how we go.
Yeah.
We'll check it for you. Can floater, good. It's a tough shot, the floater, isn't it? But it's something you have to have in your arsenal.
Yeah, you absolutely have to. And I don't know if you're watching. You know, Steph Curry had a nice one last night with Marcus Gasol in his grill and did a very similar move to that.
Georgia Williams trips up. She's fouled on her way to the basket. It's going to go against number 8, Danielle Bays. It's the 4th team foul on Logan. 5.5 into the quarter. Rachel Mate checking in for the first time.
Yeah, Logan's got to do a better job of containing their player. The penetration from Ipswich, they're just kind of getting what they want here.
Lewis picks up her dribble, turnaround jump shot, great footwork, misses. Roof with the rebound.
A better defensive set then for Logan.
There's Taya with it, working against Mate. Loses Mate, fires the 3, banks it home. Ash Taya will take that one.
Well, when you've had a rough start, you take anything, right, Johnny?
That's right. There's Johnson looking backdoor. There's Taya guarding her. Baseline jump shot is up, and that's true for Amy Lewis. It's too easy, Dave.
It is too easy. A little inconsistent, obviously, and then down this end, they're just settling for a lot of jump shots. And then they have poor D-trans, which leads to a breakout.
16-7 the lead. Couple easy ones here for Ipswich. Coach Hesselhurst pacing the sidelines, looking for somebody to give him a spark. Pass inside for Roof is no good, but she's fouled from behind. That was a great pass by Michaela Can, putting it where only Roof could catch it.
Yeah, and they got to, I think, just, again, simplify a little bit. They just got to make Roof a real focus right now. Like, they're really struggling offensively. Just simplify it. Get her in the block, let her go to work a little bit, and then again see what Ipswich is going to do, how they're going to defend her.
Roof, the reigning player of the week in the QBL, hits the first one. Second one's no good. 16-8 the lead here for Ipswich. About 3 minutes to go in the first quarter. McLaren finds Lewis, stops and pops and hits. Amy Lewis looking pretty good here to start, Dave.
Yeah, they are, and again, it's just too easy for the Force. Shooting 58% here in the first quarter, Johnny.
Roof, nice. Excuse me, that's Bays with the reverse layup. Really nice finish for young Bays. Johnson's three is no good. Roof grabs the rebound. I think Logan would love to get a couple easy transition baskets if they can, Dave. Bays from the corner, hits the back of the rim, no good. Tipped around, Johnson comes down with it. Here's Lewis now. She's gonna settle. Lewis gets her feet in the paint, kicks it out. Mate out to McLaren, 10 on the shot clock. Mate's pass stolen by Roof. Great hands there from Roof. She'll fire a wing three. That hits the bottom of the net. Lead is cut to 5 for Ipswich.
Love it. Good hands in trans. Got to steal.
Farley on the wing.
Hits the force with a best Steph Curry impersonation.
Amy Lewis, though, doing work at that elbow, Dave. Just getting in the paint area and just having her way with Logan on the other end. Roof, step back jumper, too strong. Johnson with the rebound. Lewis skips it. Johnson's open for 3. No good. Tipped around, Roof recovers. We're approaching the minute mark.
McLaren for the force, she's really low in this sort of, well, they're in a man, but again, I think there's some action where they can be attacking the high post at the moment because she's quite low and guarding no one in the last couple of possessions.
Look again, Ipswich getting deep paint position off a transition leads to a mate 3 that's short. But that push, Dave, is there every time for Ipswich.
Yeah, I think some of the Logan stars in Can and Roof look like they're a little gassed right now, but he needs them in the game.
There's Can, flips one up and in. What a finish there from McCallican.
And that's what you like to see, even though they're both blowing hard at the moment. Can digs deep with a great cut.
Ipswich will hold for the final shot of the quarter. Lewis has it. Goes inside. Johnson layup, no good, but she's fouled. 15 foul.
Nice, Lewis with a sweet dime. Although she won't get a dime.
I know my clock says no seconds left, but there's just about 4 to go, 3.8. Johnson at the free throw line for 2 shots with her team up 5. Missed the first one.
Well, after a pretty hot start, they've certainly missed a few in this last few minutes.
Hits the second. Let's see if Logan can get the shot off. Notoa from just inside half court. It's an air ball, so at the end of the first quarter, it's a 21-15 lead for Ipswich, Dave. Pretty good first quarter of action for both teams.
Yeah, great start from the force. They came to play, and then Logan chipped away and got back in the game. So down 6, but again, plenty of opportunity for Logan to clean up some stuff. I think for them, they need a little bit more help offensively at the moment with people stepping up. I mean, they're only shooting 31% in this first quarter, so they got to clean that up and get some production from their bench.
We'll see what the teams can do at the quarter time break. It is a 6-point lead for Ipswich over Logan in your QBL Game of the Week, presented to you by Nothing But Net Media, Australian Sports Network, Stream Team Australia, and of course our major sponsor, Illum Group. Back with you here at Cornubia Park Sports Complex. Nothing But Net Media bringing to you the QBL Game of the Week, featuring the Ipswich Force taking on the Logan Thunder. Dave, 6-point lead for Ipswich at the quarter time. Pretty well-balanced attack for Ipswich.
Yeah, so Lewis is 8 points, Johnson with 7, Farley 4, and O'Sullivan with 2 for the Force. 52% from the floor. So they ended it after a pretty red-hot start. Missed a couple, and Logan back in the game. Great rejection.
Nice block there from Lewis.
Yeah.
on Can. They reset the shot clock there. I'm surprised. Here comes referee Carl Roberts.
Big Carl. Big Carl.
I'm sure he's going to check the shot clock there. Carl Roberts, the crew chief tonight, joined by Catherine O'Brien on the whistles for this women's QBL matchup.
It just was a block shot, right? So it's,
yeah, it should
I
be
don't know, like
wherever it was at.
16 or 15 or something.
Carl Roberts been QBL referee for a little while, hasn't he?
Absolutely.
Been around for a few years.
13.
All right.
We were close.
19, 13, not much in it.
Yeah.
Gotta give a shout out to Brenda Williams, cheering on the Ipswich Force on the YouTube channel. Three-pointer is off, but long rebound comes back out to Fraser after the missed three.
And that all came about through Ty hitting the glass, getting a hand out and kicking the ball back out, which gave the Thunder another possession. And my favorite thing that brings me rage, a player steps out of bounds. You got to be kidding me.
I can't tell you the amount of times you see that happen. It's unbelievable.
I don't understand.
I think they're so focused on making sure they're behind the three-point line that they're not paying attention.
No.
No excuses.
No, I'm with you, but it's just so bad.
Jump shot falls for Catherine McGregor. First points of the quarter to Ipswich. Bays, though, responds with the three. Bays got the jump shot going here.
Yeah.
Looking pretty confident in the Jimmy. Mate driving to the basket for the easy two.
She's like, Lewis, get out of my way. I have the open lane here.
Good catch and rip there from Roof. She's tripped up on her way to the basket by McLaren, so she'll go to the free throw line for a couple shots.
Yeah, Mate came off that great screen from McLaren then.
So Roof at the free throw line for a couple of shots.
I'd like to see the Thunder trying to get Can off some little more, pin downs and getting her off some picks. I mean, she needs to be such a focal point, but they got to help her out because the other girls will benefit because she'll make great decisions. So I just think they need to try and get her open a little bit more and get her open off screens and moving where she can attack and do a thing.
Logan's down 5. Haven't seen much of Michaela Kane. She had that nice layup, but I think Logan doing a pretty good job. Lewis jump shots off, and it's mainly been Amy Lewis guarding Michaela Kane on that end. Good spin move, Roof. Tried to flip one backwards, missed. Can saves it though. Now Can has it with 9 on the shot clock. Comes off the Roof screen, finds Bays from the corner, 3. In and out. Taya, another offensive rebound, then lose it out of bounds. Johnson going to check in. Amy Lewis going to get a breather. Coach Hesselhurst having a chat with the referees. Mate dumps it off for McLaren. Good pass inside for Johnson to lay it in. It's a sweet dish there from McLaren.
Well, and an even better spin move. She should come down to my juniors practice and teach my kids how to do that. I just love watching Johnson play. She's just so smooth.
Good finish there from Roof. Logan sticking within that 5-point range at the moment.
Yeah, they're doing a good job to hang tough here in this second quarter after not a great start. And to be honest, they're really not in any great flow either. That's a great pass.
Great kick ahead for Can. Roof is fouled on the shot. That one's going to go against Georgia Williams.
Roof's hit the deck about 17 times already.
Don't mind
in this game.
She's good, playing hard. McGregor checks out, checking back in for Ipswich, Lauren O'Sullivan. Toa checks back in. Excuse me, Fuyava checked back in for Logan. Roof hit them both. It's a three-point game. 27-24, Ipswich up. About 7.5 to go before the half. Johnson at the top of the key, guarded by Fuiava. Now Williams has it. Comes off the Johnson screen, fires a long two, hits nothing but the bottom of the net. She's got a sweet jump shot, Georgia Williams. Roof kicks it back out, cans open, she'll fire the three off the front of the rim. Johnson grabs the rebound. Mate throws it out of bounds. O'Sullivan cut to the basket. Mate thought that she was going to stick in the corner there.
And again, Logan's done a good job the last few minutes, picking up the intensity. And you just saw that with that turnover. They just forced the turnover with a bit more physicality up in the lanes, forcing the issue for the Force, which I really like for the Thunder. And that's how you get back in the game, simplify it.
Fuiava blocked from behind, goes out of bounds, going to stay with Logan. She had Fraser open on the wing there. I'm surprised she didn't go to Fraser. 10 on the shot clock for Logan. Ken has it with 5 on the shot clock. Kicks it, Taya in the corner, 3 is up. Too strong, Johnson grabs the rebound. Mate picks up her dribble. Johnson now kicks it, O'Sullivan on the baseline, swishes it.
Oh, really confident looking jump shot from O'Sullivan. On both sides of the court, short corner.
Fraser goes in for Roof, good pass inside, Fuiava misses another one. Roof offensive rebound, putback's good. Tell you, look, feels like the offensive putback has been the best weapon for Logan here so far to start the first half. Mate gets free, kicks it for Johnson, corner 3 is up, in and out. Long rebound, out of bounds. Gonna say it went off of Amanda Johnson, Logan ball. 31-26 the score. Don't forget, if you are tuned in on the YouTube channel, let us know where you're watching from so we get you a shout out. Taya from the elbow, jumper well off. Good pressure there from Williams. Now Williams has it, she's streaking up court. Cross court pass, good ball reversal. Inside for O'Sullivan, layup is good, that's a strong bucket. Coach Brayton Hesselhurst forced to take a timeout, so we'll take one as well. About 5 minutes to go in the first half. It's a 7-point lead for Ipswich over Logan. Your QBL Game of the Week presented to you by Nothing But Net Media. Got the drum line on the baseline, back with you live here from Cornubia Park Sports Complex. Good timeout taken there from Brayton Hesselhurst. His team's down 7. It really feels like it's been all Ipswich, and when I look at the score, I'm shocked it's only 7 days.
Yeah, well, Logan's a +1 here, Johnny, in the second quarter.
There's Taya at the rim, finishing plus the foul.
And I'm with you. Again, Logan haven't been great, but somehow they're right there.
That's a big bucket coming out of a timeout too, Dave. It's always nice when you call a timeout, draw something up, to see your team deliver. You know that they're engaged and focused and ready to go.
And it was a good timeout, you know, just to settle, because offensively, you know, for whatever reason, they're just a little funky so far to start the game. So great to see them execute out of that last timeout.
Johnson swings it over to mate. They've got 10 on the shot clock. Johnson's open, top of the key. 3 is off the front of the rim.
They've been lucky a few times because Logan is scrambling well, but they're leaving Johnson open a lot, which is kind of crazy. And I know she's missed a few, but she's not going to miss forever.
It's a tough matchup for Jaden Fuyava. Done a pretty good job on Johnson so far. Williams has it on the wing, 8 on the shot clock. Williams gets inside, flips one up, bank shot no good, tipped around. There's a foul inside as Georgia Williams scrapping for the rebound.
Yeah, and that was all Georgia Williams, and just great hustle.
Foul's called on Roof.
Yeah, I'm not sure where the foul was exactly. It looked like a couple of...
Referee Catherine O'Brien just teed up Braden Hesselhurst. Coach Hesselhurst not happy with the call. The crowd not happy with it either. I know he was chatting a lot. I didn't feel like there was much in it. I didn't hear what was said, though.
Oh, wow. Wow.
No comment?
Well, it's kind of crazy trigger. Wow.
I heard Coach Hesselhurst talking to referee O'Brien. I heard her say, let her call the foul. Not really a warning or anything, though, and then there was a pretty quick trigger.
Wow.
Coach Hesselhurst not happy at all. Williams open in the corner, 3 is up. Woo. And down. Georgia Williams increasing the Ipswich lead.
Yeah, great offensive rebound, and then the big tray.
Not sure if the scores are, there we go, all right, 37-29. I thought I was off, but it was in-house that they were wrong. Scrapping for it, Taya.
Yeah, and again, another offensive rebound from Taya. That's at least her 3rd offensive rebound. Does a great job of just being a competitive athlete. Thought Braden handled that tech pretty well.
Very well.
I think there's a lot of internal rage going right now, but yeah. he's calming down.
And his team's scrapping. It's an 8-point game. They got it to within 4. Ipswich on a mini run here after that technical. But Logan has trailed all game, Dave. Oh, we got to give a shout out to Katie Roof. The Roof's watching from Ohio. 3:42 a.m. We love your dedication to Michaela.
That's solid.
And also got to give a shout out to our guy Regan Baker tuning in live from the Southwest Metro Pirates game. He's getting ready for their tip. Tips at 6.
So is that Roof's sister on the line, Johnny?
Not sure, but got to give a shout out. I had family. We used to go to Columbus, Ohio quite often. It's a great place. As Bree Farley gets a tough bucket to fall. Here's Ken driving. Skip pass to Taya in the corner. Pump fake, steps into a long 2. That's good. Great bucket there from Taya. Off dribble penetration from Michaela Ken.
Yeah, again, just and I think that's what's made the Thunder look a lot better here in this second quarter. Just a little more freedom.
Lewis is open for 3. Shot off the side of the rim. Knocked out of bounds by O'Sullivan. Substitution for Ipswich, Michaela King checking in. She's going to give O'Sullivan a breather. O'Sullivan, really solid game so far here, Dave.
Yeah, she certainly is, has the ability to creates the ability for Ipswich to spread the floor because she can hit that mid-range jimmy.
It's Mom and Dad tuning in. Katie Roof tuning in live from Ohio, Dave.
Hey, Mom and Dad.
Yeah,
Love it.
I would have been shocked if it was a sister getting up at 3:42 a.m.
That's
a
solid,
mom and dad dedication
yeah,
right
that's
there.
a solid sister effort if that was the case. I'm with you. I was coming into the game. I'm like, what time is it in New York? I'm like, I'm giving my guy a call, and I'm like 2:20. I'm like, nah. I can't call him now.
Those 2:20 a.m. days are long gone, Dave.
Yeah.
39-31 the score. About 3 minutes to go in the first half. Taya gets the screen from Roof and goes inside. Roof wasn't ready for it. Johnson comes up with the steal.
Yeah, a bit of a nothing play. I mean, either you wanted to set the pick or just, pop out, receive the ball, let it go to work in that high post. It was a bit of confusion, just miscommunication between her and Taya.
Taya got her hand on that one, tips it out of bounds. Shot clock, I'm not sure why it reset there.
It shouldn't have. It had 10 on the clock.
All right, they're bringing it back down to 10. There we go.
They're not getting anything by us, Johnny. Nothing.
We try. We do our best. Here comes Lewis off a double screen. Swings it to Williams with 2 on the shot clock. She got to get it off. Steps back. Does not get the shot off in time. So nice defensive set there from Logan, forcing the shot clock violation.
Yeah, good defensive stand for the Thunder.
Eight points the lead for Ipswich, approaching the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. Taya gets the handoff from Roof, fires the 3. It's too strong. Tipped out of bounds. They say it went off of Logan. Fubiava can't believe it. Coach Hesselhurst can't either.
Our wonderful fans, Johnny, they can't see it, but this Bendigo pig guy, he's in my grill.
He's
all game, and he's starting to bug me.
Hey, he's just doing his job, man. He's getting the crowd into it.
These mascots,
kids love him.
These mascots have got to get out of the way.
Lewis missed the left-handed lab. It was a good look. Here's Roof now, kicks ahead for Taya. Taya steps into a 3 and drains it. There's Taya picking it up here in the second quarter. Williams under pressure, loses it out of bounds. It's going to stay with Ipswich. Timeout on the floor, Dave. Minute 33 left. Let's keep it here, Dave. 5-point game. Coach Hesselhurst takes the timeout. Got to think it's probably going to come out to a bit of pressure. Maybe look to force a couple of turnovers to finish the quarter, you think?
Yeah, I think it was, did you say it was Brad's timeout?
No, I think it was Braden's timeout, I think.
I thought it was Brad's, but I'm not sure. So I think Brad was just kind of like, we haven't scored for a few times down the floor. Let's really get through our stuff, which is a good timeout too, because I think Logan's starting to look a lot better offensively. And again, just better flow the last couple of minutes for sure. Had some good looks from Taya, but it came off good penetration. Other than the Taya and Roof miscommunication, they're looking a lot better, I think, offensively.
And Ipswich, you got to think they've really looked good offensively. It's been a really well-balanced attack. I think, to me, if you're drawing up a play here for Coach George, what are you looking for out of this timeout?
Well, I think they're just going to try and get it something a bit simple. Now, I mean, I know Johnson. When I say simple, as in, I'm a big fan of simple works. When just get it to one of your better players in a good position for her to score. And again, Johnson, I know it, well, it says 3 of 11. I wouldn't have thought she's had 11 shots. Would you? Do you think she's had 11 shots?
Doesn't feel like it, that's for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, she's definitely had her share. That's no doubt about it.
Yeah.
But King jump shot, good. So I think that's a sign, Dave, of a good team. When you call up a play and you draw it up, and they run it to perfection.
No, it's good, and both teams have done that so far tonight after the timeout. Ran some good stuff. Taya's feeling a bit hot.
Missed that one. Johnson grabs the rebound. She's double teamed under a bit of pressure. They're going to get her for the offensive foul.
That's a good call.
Great double team there from Logan forcing the foul.
And there wasn't a lot in it. Like, it wasn't like Johnson was trying to hurt anyone, but it was a good call. Just it was the right call.
That does put Ipswich in the penalty, but offensive foul does not lead to free throws. But if they do foul again, it will be free throws for Logan. Inside for Roof, backing down, kicks it out. Taya, one dribble jumper, no good. Good rebound there from Lewis. drum line. I'm feeling this drum line, Dave.
Yeah, I'd like to see Roof be a bit more aggressive on that catch, Johnny. I know Ty's, hit a few, which is good, but again, I thought Roof did a really good job of to get. I think it was O'Sullivan, was it? I'm not sure. No, 15.
No, Michaela King. Yep.
King, yeah. She had King on her back in good position. Thought she was coming back to her preferred left hand, and then kicked it out again.
Mate, blocked from behind. Big block there from Nefertali Nutoa. She got beat, but she recovered well.
I was about to rip her for bad defense, but she came up with a great block.
8 on the shot clock here for Ipswich. 42 seconds left in the half. Lewis fires an open 3 off the front of the rim. Can comes down with the rebound. Might get a quick 2-for-1 here from Logan, but now they're going to hold, so down 7. There's Roof, top of the key. Working against King. Great pass inside. Taya misses, but she's fouled. You got to love the activity from Ash Taya, but Roof put that one right in on the money.
Yeah, she did, and again, good patience from the Thunder to space the floor as well as they did. To allow that opportunity to open up. So, nice little offensive set. And I mean, again, we've only seen Roof play a few times this year, Johnny, but really capable, good passer, good intellect, and like what they did there, put her in the high block, which she did a really good job of that against the North Gold Coast a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, and she's capable of putting it on the deck too and being aggressive, looking for her own shot at that top, at that spot. So, good recognition there from Logan. Ty is heating up, cuts the deficit to 5 for Logan. Ipswich, opportunity to hold for the final shot of the half. Amy Lewis has been very good in this first half for Ipswich as well. Lewis gets the screen. Will step into a long 2. That's off. Can comes down with the rebound. Kicks ahead. But that's going to do it for the first half. It's a 41-36 lead for Logan heading into the halftime break, Dave. Really good first half of action. I thought both teams really solid in that half.
Yeah, I think you got a really good contribution from many of the force players. Lewis 8, O'Sullivan 6, Williams 5, Farley 7, Johnson 9, and three girls off the bench have scored. So Ipswich doing a really good job of a team effort, and they've played well to hold their lead up 5.
And it did, like we said before, it did feel like it was all Ipswich, but you look at the score and it's only a 5-point deficit for Logan. So if you're the Thunder, you got to be happy with that.
Yeah, I think so too.
Great first half of action. We'll take a break. We'll come back with some statistics and the second half of action here in your QBL Game of the Week, presented to you by Nothing But Net Media, Australia Sports Network, Stream Team Australia, of course, Basketball Queensland, and our major sponsor, the Illume Group. Oh, our camera's off there. Chris made it a bit late, but we're back.
Come on, brother.
Minute 20 to go to the start of the second half, 41-36.
I know this isn't ABC, but it's close.
I don't know if Chris realizes we're on him, but that's all good. Anyway, Dave, halftime, pretty good, pretty well-balanced attack for both teams.
Caught up.
5-point game.
Sorry, Johnny, caught up with Braden Hazelhurst quickly there. I tried to do my best Doris impersonation, but we don't have the cameras to support that. That was a hint for budget next year, maybe, Johnny.
Hey, budget's tight around here, you know that.
And no, he was pretty happy. You know, he echoed our comments where he goes, "Oh, we hung in there," which was a good assessment, because I didn't think they looked great in that first quarter. Second quarter offensively looked a whole lot better. And again, a little bit of roof in the first quarter, a little bit of tire in the second quarter, but they need a little bit more balance. He did say Michaela's struggling with a little bit of a groin injury, which she kind of is. You can tell she was laboring a bit out there. So, you know, hopefully they can move the ball, involve someone. You know, they need some more production other than two main scorers, I think, if they're going to come away with a win today.
It's going to be tough. Ipswich was really good. I thought Amy Lewis was the standout for me in that first half, really controlling the tempo for Ipswich and being aggressive when she needed to be.
Yes, they really were, and they've done a good job of rotating, and Ipswich making the extra pass, and equally they've done a good job of you know, making the shots.
There we go, Chris Welcome. I should have gotten to that Pepsi Max a bit sooner, I think. We're back at it though. Second half underway. 5-point lead for Ipswich. And there it is again. Johnson open from the wing, misses that three. Like you said it in the first half, though, Dave. Logan cannot leave Johnson open like that too much longer.
They're going to pay for it if they continue to do that. Just a really poor communication in that.
Tough attempt there from Tyre. She misses. Then she gets called for a foul. Let's see who they give this one to.
Just got to be a little bit more patient for both teams, to be honest. Actually, I think Ipswich has done a really good job of being patient most of the night. That's a turnover, right? Or is Carl going to be nice? I think he's going to be nice.
I don't know why, because to me that's a turnover all day. All right, my clock's being a bit funny. We're about 30 seconds into this one. Georgia Williams is open, misses the three.
Whoa.
Can with the rebound. Logan's got numbers. Natoa dumps it for Fuiava's attempt, which is short.
Well, I think it was blocked by Williams. Good hands.
King gets called for the travel. All right, I think I got the clock sorted now. Sloppy start really from both teams here to start the second half. Crowd starting to fill in as well. The Thunderdome, always a pretty loud venue to play in.
Good action
inside. Natoa finishes.
Yeah, great action from the Thunder. And I really like it because there's plenty of variation with that.
Great block from Michaela Can on Georgia Williams. Williams somehow stays with the ball. Now King has it. They work it out. Farley's open for three. That's good. Bree Farley. And got to give a bit of credit there for Williams. She got absolutely blocked, but stuck with the play.
Yeah. And
it ends up in a three.
Farley with a splash. Woo.
And she's been doing that for a while, too.
Sweet looking jump shot.
Roof has it, working against Johnson. Pass inside, brought back out by Natoa. Again, having some issues with the shot clock. They got to bring it back down. Goes down to 5 seconds on the shot clock. There was a sub on the play. McLaren checks in for Ipswich.
McLaren an import, Johnny?
I believe so, yes.
Okay. Just the 9 minutes for her. No shots.
She's been passing the ball really well. She's had a couple of nice looks.
4 assists, 1 rebound.
Shout out to Drake. He worked really hard to get the Toronto Raptors their first ever NBA title.
Yeah.
Three-pointer by Roof, no good, but she's fouled.
Yeah.
Gonna go to the line for 3 shots.
I was going to say something to upset our fans, our coaching and coaching staff in Townsville. Some Canadian knock, but I won't. Our guy,
Mike, Mike. He might still be drunk after celebrating.
Yeah.
I think he's probably been drunk through the whole playoffs.
I mean, I was going to mention something about Kawhi getting all the calls, or
Hey, dude's a superstar. I'm just concerned for Mike's safety and well-being when Kawhi signs elsewhere.
Yeah, I think that will be interesting.
Roof hits all 3. Couple big free throws there, cuts the deficit to 3 for Logan. And again, Logan doing a good job hanging around here. Both teams struggling a bit to start the third. But 3-point game. Williams cut off at the baseline, gets it out. Johnson's open for the jump shot, no good. Roof, another rebound.
Yeah, for all those youngsters watching it, you got to love Williams, doing the dirty work, setting the screen.
She gets called, I think, for the block there. No, that was against Bree Farley.
Yeah.
A great take from Fuyava plus the foul.
Yeah, it was, but Williams, again, did a great job. I think she set 3 picks in that last possession. And the key is, I remember as a youngster of Coach Larkins, who's back at the Pyro Ship this year, and the guy who sets the screen or girl is often the person that gets open. So Williams doing the dirty work to try and get her force teammates open.
Well, Dave, we're tied up at 44. Logan coming out strong here in the third. Very active defensively as well. They get another tip out of bounds. Checking in for Ipswich, Grace Ellis. Bree Farley going to get a breather. Johnson working the baseline. Reverse layup is no good. I'm going to say she stepped out of bounds. Whew. Logan has not led yet this evening. If they get a bucket here or put some points on the board, it'll be their first lead of the night. Taya stops and pops and drains it, and there's Logan's first lead. They're up 2.
Yeah, 11-3 start, Johnny.
Johnson in trouble, misses the layup. Good pressure here from Logan. They got a bit of momentum. Here's Roof. Kicks it off for Fuyava's jump shot, which is short.
Yeah, one of 8 Ipswiches, Johnny, to start here.
Fuyava tripped up. She ran a good defensive line. Just tripped up over her own feet. Johnson catches and finishes. Can skip pass. Taya is open in the corner. 3-pointer rattles home. Ash Taya. Big 3-pointer there for Thunder. Amy Lewis jump shot response is good. Back and forth we go. 49-48, Logan up 1. Natoa is blocked on her way to the basket. That foul's going to go against Grace Ellis. 3rd team foul for Ipswich. 2nd personal for Ellis.
Yeah, we didn't talk much at halftime, Johnny. But Thunder 8 of 9 from the free throw line. I really think that's going to be a key to this game. Is the team that can get some easy buckets from the charity stripe. 8 of 9 for the Thunder, and the Force have only shot 3 in this game. I just think the way I can feel it going, both teams are slugging it away. Not super pretty game. It's getting a bit scrappy. I think it's the teams who can really get a bit of inside-outside action and get to the foul line.
O'Sullivan doing a good job rim running. She's blocked by Natoa. Goes out of bounds again. Natoa, she's had a couple of nice blocks here so far tonight.
Yeah, she's been really good.
But Dave, the transition defense has to be a bit of a concern for Logan.
Well, Ipswich is really looking to push it every time, which is great because I like the way Coach George has the girls running.
McLaren's jumper is too strong. Fuiava lost it to O'Sullivan, who puts the layup up, misses. There's Jaden Fuiava with the rebound. She's pushing through her captain, Michaela Can. Can gets inside, a lot of contact, she's fouled. She's gonna go to the free throw line for 2 shots.
Just what the doctor ordered. Get to the foul line. They needed that because Tyre and Roof, again, they play big minutes. And it just gives them a chance to suck in a little bit of a break.
Can hit the first one. Second one, though, is off. Fight for the rebound. It's knocked out of bounds by Michaela Roof.
Whoa, that looked like a blue ball to me. Whew.
Tight. It's definitely tight, that's for sure. About 5 minutes to go here in the third quarter. It's a 2-point game. Logan up 50-48. Lewis jumper is short. Roof another rebound. Coach George didn't like it. And then he gets technical as well. So each coach gets called for a technical.
Well, maybe a little harsh as well, but he certainly deserved it more than Coach Hazelhurst did in the first quarter, though. But I think Carl was maybe, like, you know what I mean? If Coach Hazelhurst got one in the first half of that, then you got to get one for that.
I think so. He said it was, I could read his lips.
Demonstrative,
demonstrative, not what was said. It was the demonstrative actions of Coach George. I don't know if you got to see it on the play there, but questioning a few non-calls, I guess, but doing his job.
Yeah, again, maybe. I mean, again, if our good old pal Baker was here, he would tell us that these are the rules and this is how they're going to officiate.
Yep.
And, you know, I don't like it. I mean, I don't mind a little bit of respectful questioning, which I think it was okay from Brett.
Another technical. I'm not sure who this one is against. That one goes against O'Sullivan. So the foul was called on O'Sullivan, and she got a technical on top of it. So now O'Sullivan's talking to referee Catherine O'Brien as well. So regardless, Ipswich now in the penalty. Ash Ty was fouled on her way to the basket. I think these are the technical free throw here.
Well, I did ask for free throws. I didn't ask for all the technicals, though, Johnny.
No, I mean, it's definitely your fault the techs are flying here, Dave.
Mate.
I blame you 100%.
But again, this is what the Thunder were after, get some cheap buckets.
Well, they missed a couple of free throws. Ty is at the free throw line now for 2. Hits the first one. But, you know, I do like, I got to give Carl Roberts a bit of credit. He called it technical. Then he has a conversation. Let's, you know, Coach George ask the questions. So, allowing himself to have the conversation, I think is nice.
And again, I mean, as I said, from a BQ point of view, I get the demonstrative type of stuff. And, you know, you don't want coaches getting all over refs. And I think, generally speaking, the QBL referees do a wonderful job in that regard. I just didn't think there was a whole lot of disrespect from, you know, on either tech, to be honest, from the coaches.
Another offensive rebound for Logan. Roof recovers, gets it out to Cam. But I agree with you, Dave. You know, the game has been a really physical game, very close game. So the referee's got to recognize that, you know, the passion is flowing, and then another foul gets called. I think this one goes against Michaela Roof on the back, pushing in the back. Second team foul.
Wow.
Of the quarter.
Timeout. Coach George, like, little settler for both teams to just have a little refresh.
Yep, timeout taken by Coach George. We'll take one as well. There's about 4 minutes left in the third quarter. It's a 4-point game. Logan up 52-48. Your QBL Game of the Week presented to you by Nothing But Net Media. Back with you here at Cornubia Sports Complex as the Logan Thunder lead the Ipswich Force 52-48. Good time out there by Coach George, just trying to get everything settled down a bit, Dave.
Yeah, just get back to some basic stuff. I mean, it's a +9 third quarter here for Ipswich. For Logan.
Johnson double team, goes right through it to lay it up and in. It's a tough bucket there from Amanda Johnson.
And again, all the offense in the world's cute, but just some simple stuff. Just simple pick and roll with Johnson.
And Toa has it. They swing it back to Can. Goes away from the screen. Reverse layup is good. Sweet bucket there from Michaela Can. And a foul called inside. No, they called for a travel.
Now defensive stop for the Thunder. Traveling violation called on Ipswich.
Roof has it at the half court. Hands back to Can. About 3 minutes to go in the third. It's been a big quarter here for Logan. Taya over to Fuyava, baseline jump shot off the back of the rim. Tipped out of bounds off the hands of Ipswich. Going to stay with the Logan Thunder. A fresh shot clock too.
Yeah, nice execution for the Thunder.
That's a good look. Fuyava unable to finish. Can inbounds to Roof. Roof looking to be aggressive. Gets inside, dumps it for Fuyava. Baseline jumper again strong. Lewis with the defensive rebound.
Yeah, a couple of good looks, though, for the Thunder.
Georgia Williams reverses it. McLaren puts it on the floor, dumps it back to Williams. Three is up and down. Georgia Williams, quick trigger.
Well, they really needed that.
1 point game here. Approaching the 2 minute mark. Roof can't finish. Through the contact, Fuyava recovers. Now Can has it, goes inside. Roof reverse layup is good, plus the foul. Great bucket there, and a great dish from Michaela Can.
Well, I mean, she deserves it because it should have been a foul the previous play. A lot of contact. And I know I can't see the floor exactly. I guess Johnson was in the cylinder, but
checking in for Ipswich, Catherine McGregor. We're going to give a bit of energy to her Force teammates. Roof going to the free throw line.
It's always the challenge with Braden and some of his young crew is how you can try and get some minutes. I mean, Roof and Can have both played all but 2 minutes. Well, actually, no, sorry, there's 2 minutes to go. They played every minute of the game. And, obviously he's got to try and get them little spells every now and then.
Fraser checks in. Roof, three-point play is good. She's having herself a big game here, Dave. Looking at the stats, she's got the double-double already.
Yeah.
19 points on 5 buckets, doing a great job getting to the free throw line.
11 boards, 3 assists.
McLaren has it, squares up and fires, drains the jump shot. Can skips it, Taya Ahead to Fuyava. Layup is blocked from behind, but she's fouled. Good take there from Jaden Fuyava.
Yeah, not much on, but she made the contact, which was a really nice move. Missed a couple of jimmies on either side of the floor.
Ipswich in the penalty. Fuyava at the free throw line for 2. I like Fuyava. She's had to guard Amanda Johnson, doing a pretty good job for most of the game.
No, she has. I mean, the box score says she's done a terrific job, holding Johnson to 13 points on 5 of 16.
Goes 1 of 2 from the free throw line. Increasing Logan's lead to 3. 58-55, minute 45 left in the third.
And again, Johnson's really fighting hard for her forced 12 rebounds, Johnny.
McLaren at the elbow, working against Roof. Turnaround jump shot, strong. Roof, another rebound. Good long pass ahead. Taya, though, wasn't ready for it. A little too long from Roof.
I just think Ipswich has got to get some stuff going offensively again. I don't mind the high post action that they're hitting there, but just all of the all of the Ipswich team is just hanging out on the perimeter.
That was a tough bucket there from Amanda Johnson.
I can't hear myself, but your drum team over there, Johnny.
Drum line is nice, man. Want me to turn your headphones up, Dave? How's that? That's better.
No, that's all right.
There we go. We got the gear. Fuyava for 3. That's good. Jaden Fuyava. Big three-pointer. Pushes the lead out to 4. We're under a minute left. Lewis, fadeaway jumper, no good, but she's fouled.
That was close, but again, just moved in the body a bit late there.
That one's against Jaden Fuyava. So Lewis at the free throw line for 2 shots.
Well, that's what the Force need, and we talked about some free throws, getting some cheap ones, and they're going for their 4th and 5th of the game, and comparatively for Logan, they've shot 22 now. So 10 in that quarter for them, Johnny.
Lewis goes 1 of 2.
And I'm going to say that certainly helped them have a +9 in this third quarter.
Taya driving baseline. Reverse layup is good from Ash Taya. Ipswich can hold for the final shot of the third quarter. Lewis working off the Johnson screen and gets another one from McLaren, picks up her dribble. McGregor fires the 3, it's strong. Hit the stanchion though, that's out of bounds. So there's about 2 seconds to go. Let's see if Logan can get a shot off here. Can catches, fires a long 2, 3 I should say. That's no good. So at the end of the third quarter, it's a Logan lead, 63-58. We'll take a quick break. We'll come back with some quarter time statistics in the fourth quarter of action. Your QBL Game of the Week presented to you by Nothing But Net Media, Australian Sports Network, Stream Team Australia, and of course our major sponsor, Illume Group. Welcome back to Cornubia Park Sports Complex as the Logan Thunder lead the Ipswich Force 63-58 heading into the fourth quarter of action. It was all Logan in that third quarter. They won that quarter 27-17, Dave. Really impressive performance for Logan in that championship quarter.
Yeah, it really was, and they've set themselves up here well to take out the home game here. But for the Force, 7 of 19 in that third quarter, Johnny, so they really struggled offensively to score. And they went through a couple of periods where they just struggled to get any decent looking offense too. That little Johnson pick and rolls worked really well for them. So I'd be continuing to look at that kind of action.
Can gets inside, skips it, corner three for Fuyava is off the side of the rim.
Yeah, Logan's getting some good looks for their stuff.
O'Sullivan on the baseline, can't get it to fall. Taya grabs the rebound. See you breaking down the stats, Dave. What's jumping out at you?
Well, just the free throws we talked about, the discrepancy, and I don't think that it's a foul on. Fuyava on the reach. Yeah, just the free throws, and I don't think it's a discrepancy at all in the way the game's been officiated. I just think Logan's been more aggressive, going to the rack. They've shot 17 more free throws.
Well, there's another one as Johnson gets the bucket to fall plus the foul. It's hard to split the defense on the block. Somehow she did it.
Yeah, and that's what the Force need to do too. They got to try and get some action in the middle, especially get Johnson some more touches.
Natoa checks back in for Logan. Johnson's free throw is good. 63-61 the lead here for Logan. Ipswich coming out with a bit of pressure.
I like the pressure too from the Force. Again, if Ruiff and Can are going to play 30 minutes, then I'd be up in the whole game long, full court, really making sure Can knows she's in a game.
Taya fires the three. That's strong. Bree Farley with the rebound. And then that's a silly foul there. Oh, no foul. They call it travel on Rachel Mate. Gee, I think Coach George would love to get a technical right now, but he doesn't want to pick up that second. I see you biting your tongue, Dave.
Yeah.
That was a tough call there. I thought for sure that was going against Fraser. Roof kicks it out. Taya's open. She will fire the three and drain it. That's just a big momentum swing there,
yeah.
Dave. Big momentum swing. Mate, a lot of contact. She's fouled on her way to the bucket.
Yeah, I like it though, Johnny. Again, free throws for Ipswich.
That one's going to go against Alana Fraser.
I feel like I'm at Wilkenflower rocking the Neil Diamond.
Hey, takes me back to Brooklyn, baby. Neil Diamond is massive in New York. I think I grew up on Neil Diamond. My mother loves him. Mate goes 1 or 2. Gotta hit him when you get there, Dave. There's Fraser firing a wing three off the front of the rim. Johnson defensive rebound. Lewis pass is stolen from Michaela Khan. Nice pass to Taya, wing three, in and out. Rebound stolen there from Johnson. Love that pass from Can.
Yeah, Johnson, machine on the glass, 14 rebounds.
O'Sullivan hands off. Lewis gets the screen, stops and pops and hits.
There you go.
That's pretty, man.
Lewis
is nice.
I want to see a little more Lewis here, Johnny.
Bit of contact. Johnson on Roof. That's a foul.
I know she's had 13 shots, missed a few, 5 of 13, 11 points. But just think they need to maybe run a bit more action for her.
It's the 4th personal on Amanda Johnson as well, so she's in a bit of trouble here. Coach George going to keep her out on the court.
Well, she ain't going anywhere.
She's got to be smart. Reigning QBL MVP Amanda Johnson in the game, 18 points, 15 rebounds, 2 of them offensive, 3 assists, a few steals as well. So doing work like she always does. But she's got that 4 fouls. 7:30 left, Dave. You don't give her a few minutes here? Or you just got to ride with it?
Well, yeah, tough one. I'm torn. I actually had my coach Hazelhurst hat on there for a minute, and I'm blowing a timeout, and I'm going to cash in on the floor wipe minute-and-a-half timeout that I just got rest and get another minute from my team, from my stars, Ruif and Can, because you know they're not going to come out, I'm assuming. And, you know, just to give him a little sneaky rest. He's got 3 timeouts left.
Nearly lost our camera. Michaela Can showing why she's a basketball player, not a footy player. The WAFL ain't calling her anytime soon after that handball.
Yeah. It's fair.
Hey. I'd rather see her play hoops anyway. She's a great player. Lewis pass back. Johnson's 3 in and out. Fighting for the rebound. A lot of contact. Carl Roberts blows the whistle. It's going to go against Logan. Let's see who he gives it to. It's going to go against Michaela Roof.
Yeah.
That's her 4th personal as well.
Ooh.
The 4th team foul.
Interesting.
On Logan.
Johnson and Ruif.
All right, drumline, help me out here. Defense.
Both 4.
And both, supremely key players for their teams. You look at it, they both have double-doubles. We already went through Johnson's stats. If we look at Roof also with the double-double, 20 points, 14 rebounds, 4 assists as well. Roof's been awesome getting to the free throw line, 10 times, hitting 9 of 10 from the charity stripe. And let's be fair, I mean, neither team really has the depth in that forward slash center spot.
No, absolutely. I think it'll be a massive advantage for either team.
Shot short. Rebound for Logan. Under 7 left. It's a 2-point game. Roof working against O'Sullivan. Pass get out. They swing it around now. Can resets. Roof wants it. Can goes behind her back. Spin hook shot is good. It may not have been the prettiest of shots, but it went in.
Absolutely.
Can making something out of nothing there. It's been a great battle between Lewis and Can all game. Johnson gets it inside. Reverse layup is good.
Yeah, you've seen that they've had to make the adjustment too. Sullivan's on Ruif now too, Johnny, so.
Teams are going back and forth. Trading buckets here. 4-point game, 5-point game. No, 4, I thought so. Mate driving baseline, skip pass stolen by Can. Saw a whistle. I'm not sure what the whistle was, Dave.
I think it was an out of bounds from
Can steps out of bounds. Okay.
Yeah.
Carl Roberts coming over to have a chat to the bench. I think they're looking to make some clock adjustments here.
Because, I mean, Can had the ball, right? So why are they not getting 14?
Oh, there you go. They dropped it down to 10 on the shot clock.
Yeah, but why didn't they get 14?
Well, they had possession, I guess. You're right, Dave. As Farley hits a big 3 for Logan. For Ipswich, cutting the Logan lead to 1. Didn't really matter anyway. They drained it right away.
Yeah.
Natoa's going to fire her 3. It's well off. Roof rebound. Shot clock doesn't reset because it was an air ball. Roof's jumper is short. Ipswich can take the lead here with the bucket. Farley kicks it back to Johnson. Wing 3 is up and good. That's a big 3-point shot, increasing the lead to 2 now for Ipswich, and Coach Hesselhurst takes a timeout. Dave, let's keep it here. It's a good timeout there from Coach Hesselhurst. You were talking to me and signaling to me he needed one. He took it there, maybe a little bit too late, but they take it now. Really good timeout now.
Yeah, well, I would have liked to keep him to call it. They hit 2 threes on the back of it, and it's really swung the game a bit. And again, the Force are going to start feeling pretty good about themselves. So, but again, it's, 2-point game, so that's okay. I think for the Thunder, they just got to focus again this last few minutes. They've been really patchy. Some good, some not so good. Just got to focus here. As I said, when you're going to play their 2 main guys a lot, you need to get them rest so they're fresh for this last 5 minutes to execute.
Well, let's see what they do out of this timeout, and you got to think it's a good timeout because they have to resettle the troops a bit. It's been Ipswich on back-to-back threes. Big one there from Farley, and then Johnson gives them the 2-point lead.
Yeah.
Very talented.
5:16 left in this one. Ipswich retaking the lead after trailing for most of that third quarter and most of the fourth. They're doubling up on Logan here, 14-7 in the fourth. And let's remind everyone tuning in, Michaela Roof for Logan with 4 personal fouls. Amanda Johnson for Ipswich with 4 personal fouls as well. Bit of foul trouble for the 2 front court stars for each team. Then they get Amy Lewis for the blocking foul.
Well, I like the intent from the Force on the up the floor, but that's just silly. You don't need a foul there.
Taya has it. Picks up the dribble, kicks it to Fuiava in the corner. 3 is up off the back of the rim. Long rebound. Nearly lost, but Lewis recovered. She kicks ahead for Farley. He'll step into a 3. It's up.
Whoa.
That's an air ball. Johnson saves it to Lewis. Back out to O'Sullivan. Great ball movement. Made 3-pointer off the back of the rim. Long rebound can.
Sometimes the Force have been a little quick on the trigger, Johnny. I don't mind that last 3, but the first one from Farley.
Taya gets one to drop. Ties it at 72. This one's going to come down, Dave, to the final whistle, I think.
Yeah, we said it was going to be a pretty tight one.
Johnson working against Taya. Lose it on the way up, but she's fouled.
Good take.
Goes against Ash Taya. Her second personal. That's the 15th foul, I think, against Logan, putting them in the penalty. It's about 4:15 left in the game.
Amanda Johnson at the line for 2 free throws.
Johnson misses the first. Second one is good though for Johnson.
Well, I like it though, Johnny. 7 free throw attempts here in this fourth quarter for the Force, which is much better. Prior to that, they had 3 for the first 3 quarters. So I really like where they're mixing it up, and primarily it's coming through Johnson being super aggressive.
Defense. 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 Defense.
Lewis on the wing.
Defense.
Stops at the baseline and drains another jump shot. Amy Lewis has been tremendous for Ipswich. Pass inside, no one found Roof. She lays it in with the right hand. It's a bad miscommunication there, losing Roof underneath the basket. Farley, cross-court pass for Lewis, 3. Short, Fuiava with the rebound. Approaching the 3-minute mark, it's a 1-point game. Can has it on the wing, looking inside. Roof has it. There's a foul. No. What are they calling there? 3 seconds?
No, travel.
Travel, okay.
She came up and down with it. Good job from Farley getting her hands in. Is she coming off a broken nose, Johnny? Do you know? Or wearing the, looks like a full face shield?
She's worn that for a long time.
Oh, okay, right.
I think it might just be a comfortable thing.
Okay.
Lewis has it on the wing. Skips it out. Williams is open. Three-pointers up. No good. It's a good look there for Georgia Williams.
Look good out of the hand.
Very physical game here. It's a 1-point lead for Ipswich. 2:30 left in this one. Good give and go. Ken gets it back out. Fuyava is fouled.
Yeah, nice little, that's one of their bread and butters. And Force didn't pick it up. Can on a great catch and an even better pass.
So I'm not sure what Carl Roberts is telling. I think it's another demonstrative message to Amy Lewis, I think. So I think Lewis has been warned.
Yeah, well, that also means that everyone's been warned. So the next, and especially in a tight one, if there's a little bit over the top, Johnny, it'll be tea time.
Fuyava missed them both. Johnson recovers for Ipswich. Then there's a foul by Natoa
silly.
on Amy Lewis.
Just giving away free throws here. They've got to be smarter than that.
Logan in the penalty, so that will send Amy Lewis to the free throw line for 2 shots. And Dave, you know, not an excuse, but that's that young inexperience of Natoa, not knowing the game situation and the foul count.
Absolutely, absolutely. You know, and they're the ones where, you know, you lose a game by 1 or 2 or 3, and you go, well, just the silly mistakes.
Lewis missed the first. Second one's good. 2 points the lead for Ipswich. Got about 2:20 left, and Ipswich again coming out. A little bit of pressure. Ken is fouled by Georgia Williams.
Yeah, it's twice. The last few possessions, Ipswich giving away silly fouls. Now that's their last foul before Logan's in the bonus.
It's also 4 on Georgia Williams, so she's had a pretty good game here for Ipswich. Sure they'd love her on the court. Lewis steals the inbounds, drives and lays it in. That's a big one there, Dave. And then a foul inside.
And now we're going to the foul line.
Ipswich in the penalty. That's going to send Roof to the free throw line for 2 shots. Foul was called on O'Sullivan. That's her 3rd. Roof hits the first. Second one's too strong for Michaela Roof. Johnson another rebound. Georgia Williams recovers. Farley gonna bring it under 2 minutes. Gets it to Lewis. Lewis wants the horn set. Goes off the O'Sullivan screen, finds Farley, corner 3. Well short, long rebound, Kane comes up with it. O'Sullivan looks like she pulled a groin. She's down at half court. Hope she's okay. Roof, step through, layup is good. I think O'Sullivan's okay. She's gonna try and walk it off.
Yeah, it's just.
But now she's got to sit down. Let's hope she's all right. Hope it's nothing serious. She's kind of clutching to her groin there. Then it was kind of off the play also, where she just landed a bit funny.
I don't know if she slipped either.
She doesn't look very comfortable, O'Sullivan. Let's hope she's all right. So she's going to get subbed out. Rachel Mate checks in. The Roof layup cuts the Logan deficit to 1. They're down 78-77. And a lot of moisture out there on the court tonight, a lot of sweat. It's quite warm down here in the southeast corner this afternoon, evening.
All right, here we go, Thunder family. It's a 1
1 point game, 1:30 left. Don't go anywhere, it's gonna be a good one. Farley gets in the paint, leaves her feet, finds Lewis. They work it around. Williams is open. 3 is up. Off the side of the rim, no good. Roof, another big defensive rebound. It's a good look. Logan needs a bucket here. Down 1 with 1:05 left. Roof gets it. Squares up on Johnson. Goes back inside. Pass is tipped, but there's a foul. As Farley reached in from behind, it's going to send Michaela Can to the free throw line for 2 shots.
Well, the Ipswich coaching staff didn't like the call, but it was the right call. It was just caught out in a poor defensive position, and then you went for a hack or a reach. They got to be, forced. There's got to be a bit better disciplined in that type of environment.
Can ties it up with the first one. She can give Logan the lead with the second.
Coach George will request a timeout here on this made bucket, so we'll...
Timeout taken on the floor. We're gonna take one as well. 57 seconds left in this one. It's a 1 point game. Don't go anywhere as we get set for the finale of your QBL Game of the Week, presented to you by Nothing But Net Media. Whoop, there it is. We're back with you here at the Cornubia Park Sports Complex. 1 point game. Logan up 79-78. 57 seconds left. Coach George from Ipswich takes the timeout. Let's see what he's got out of the timeout.
Well, both teams are in the bonus here, Johnny.
6 on the shot clock. Williams is fouled by Michaela Can. Can overplayed the closeout and got caught on the body of Georgia Williams. It's a foul. It's a foul.
Oh, it's a foul for sure. And again though, what I like is because Williams is catch and shoot, and she has been, Can had to respect it. And so she had to have a hard closeout. And then just a nice little patient pump fake, which is now for the Force, hopefully earned them a couple of free throws and the lead.
Georgia Williams is cash on the free throws. Another timeout taken, Dave. Let's keep it here. It's a 1 point game. 47 seconds left in this one. And Dave, both teams, 1 timeout left in each one here.
Yeah.
Good timeout, though, for Coach Hasselhurst, able to get his team set up for a nice offensive set here. You got to think it's going to be a Roof or a Can at the rim, or maybe Taya.
Yeah, well, they got they run that action on the strong side with the 3 of them generally, with those 3, and they've got Can coming off a nice couple of catches there. So equally look for a bit of a distraction play and fake Can and look for Taya to come in and do something. Either she's been shooting the ball well or the shot fake and get to the rim again, looking to get some free throws.
I know you're a big proponent of this, though. When you have the team in the penalty, you want action at the rim in this situation.
Yeah, absolutely. And if I'm not in a scoring position, I want feet in the paint and kicking to a shooter, because again you're attacking a scrambling defense, and that's when you can get a wide open shot.
47 seconds left. Ipswich up 1, and a very important game for both of these teams. Both teams sitting at 4-3 heading into this one. Roof has it, hands off for Can. Looking for Roof. Roof picks up her dribble. Skip pass. Big three from Fraser's up. It's off the back of the rim. Ty, offensive rebound. It's stolen by Georgia Williams, and she's fouled. Taya had the hands on it. Williams ripped it away from her, and then she draws the foul. So Georgia Williams gonna go to the free throw line again for 2 more shots. She had ice in the veins.
Certainly.
Coach Kieran Byrne, how you going, Kieran? Good to see you. Getting ready for the next men's matchup?
You know, you can't ask for a better look. They really had a good look on there. I don't know why Ruth picked up the dribble either.
And I think she was expecting the double team.
Yeah.
It didn't come.
Especially because Johnson's, you know, she's in foul trouble, so you know she's going to be a little hesitant defensively.
Williams missed the first. It's a big one here for Georgia Williams. Hits it. Leads 2 now for Ipswich.
Interesting to see if they go quick here, Johnny, or try and use as much clock as they can.
Taya gets inside, Euros around the defense, and banks it home. Ties the game at 81. Coach George gonna use his final timeout. We're gonna take one as well, Dave. 81 all, there's 20 seconds left in this one. Don't go anywhere. Your QBL game of the week is going right down to the wire. Welcome back to Cornubia Park Sports Complex. 20 seconds left in this one. We're tied at 81. Ipswich ball.
Well, it'll be really interesting here, Johnny, if the Force are going to take a clock, are going to take something a late clock.
Well, you got to think they are. There's no shot clock.
And give the Thunder no chance to come back. I always like an opportunity for an offensive rebound.
Lewis stops, long 2, in and out. Rebound, there's a fight for it. There's a whistle as well. They're going to call it jump ball. Possession arrow favors Ipswich.
No timeouts.
Good thing I never started my clock there. There's 4 seconds left.
3.9 on the clock. I thought she called a foul.
I thought so too. I'm glad she didn't. 4 seconds, like 3.9, so just under 4 seconds.
I thought it was
there's a lot of contact.
A bit of contact.
Ipswich inbound pass goes right to Johnson. Layup is good. That's a huge bucket. The clock, I don't know what happened to the clock there. There's 3 seconds left on the clock. Coach Hesselhurst got a timeout. I think they credited him with the timeout. Going to be very interesting to see what the referees go with.
I think there's a reasonable amount of time on the clock, right? I mean, there was 3.9.
Yes.
And she didn't.
It looks like going to go with 2 seconds.
And did she even touch the ball hit the floor? I thought she just caught it and went up.
She caught it, went up with it.
That's not.
It's a great inbounds pass
that's
too.
That's not 1.9 seconds.
Well, no, they're going to go back. Assistant coach is saying that she took a dribble. I thought she caught it, went right up with it. But still, Dave, that's got to be more than 0.9, I think, right?
Yeah.
But quick timeout, and again, really well run out of bounds, baseline out of bounds with the game on the line. That's a huge bucket. The C's parted. Johnson with an easy catch and layup.
Oh, I think Carl Roberts has just teched up the Ipswich bench.
There's a technical foul called on the bench. Don't know who got the tech.
I don't know
on the bench.
I don't know that Brad knows it yet.
He didn't realize it now. Coach Brad George. It goes against the Ipswich assistant coach.
Yeah, he can't. I think what Carl's saying is he can't talk to the bench, which is true. Ooh. Still, only one in the ball, right?
One in the ball, you think?
So
yeah.
Down, maybe one.
That's a big free throw here for Taya. Coach George not happy with the call. He thought the game was over. Taya misses the free throw, though.
Here we go.
So it's a sideline out of bounds for Logan.
Interesting to see if they go for the 2 or the 3, Johnny.
Exactly 3 seconds on the clock. Michaela Ken gonna inbounds for Logan. Ken throws it up, it's tipped, goes out of bounds with 1.6 seconds left on the clock. Baseline out of bounds now. Cairns gets set to inbound. Throws it again up. It's tipped. Recovered by May.
Secure the win.
Gonna be it as the Ipswich Force sneak out a 2-point win, 83-81, in what was a great game of basketball, Dave.
Yeah, really good. And we had that vibe. There was going to be a tough contested game, and both teams were terrific. You know, there was some good and bad basketball throughout, but you know, really good gutsy performance from the Force to get the win.
Really gutsy performance. It's a shame it came down to that inbounds pass, though, Dave. Really excellent performance, though. Johnson was huge for Ipswich in the win.
Yes, she was. And again, for the Force, Johnson led all scorers with 26 and 18 boards, 3 assists as well. Lewis had 18, O'Sullivan 6, Williams with 11, Farley with 13. And the bench chimed in with 13 points for the bench as well. So the Force really sharing the load and coming away with a good win.
Great win there for Ipswich. And Logan really should be not, they don't want to be too disappointed in themselves. It's unfortunate that they dropped it right at the end.
Yeah, absolutely. And, you know, I'd like to see the tape, you know, that late execution that they missed. I don't know how you miss Johnson, the animal with the purple hair on the out-of-bounds play. So I'll have to have a look at that. But, you know, something that Coach Hazelhurst will be a bit upset about. But equally, too, you know, they shouldn't have been in that position to give up the lead they had. They closed out the fourth quarter as a -7. So Force with the win, great job.
Really good win there for Ipswich. Ash Tile leading the way for Logan with 31 points. Michaela Can double-double, 11 points, 12 rebounds, 8 assists. And Michaela Roof, 25 points, 18 rebounds, 4 assists in the loss. It was a great game of action here and a great win for Ipswich. They're back on track. They moved to 5-3. The loss drops Logan to 4-4. That's going to wrap things up for us here, but don't forget, next weekend we do have another game as the Gladstone Port City Power visit Auchenflower to take on the Brisbane Capitals. The women's game will be live at 11 a.m. Don't forget to tune in to the Basketball Queensland YouTube channel for all your live action. That is going to do it for us, though. I do have to thank Chris Sieber on the camera. I got to thank Dave Derwin on the commentary, and also have to thank James Bowman and the Australian Sports Network for all their technical support and all the amazing graphics you see through all of our games. Thanks, everyone, for tuning in to another presentation of the Basketball Queensland QBL Game of the Week, brought to you by Nothing But Net Media.